What if the life you're living right now is not the life you're meant to live? What if the exhaustion you feel isn't from working too hard, but from knowing deep down that you've been avoiding your true potential? This is not a story about luck. This is not a story about overnight success. This is a story about a man who felt lost, who hit a quiet breaking point, and made one decision that changed everything. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt like you were meant for more, this story is for you. Turn up the volume, because this might be the moment that changes how you see yourself. There was a man who carried a quiet heaviness inside him, not the kind people could see, not something dramatic or tragic, just a heaviness that made every day feel the same. Dull, predictable, and painfully empty. He woke up every morning to an alarm that felt like an accusation. You're late for the life you want. He'd lie there, staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight of all the things he should have done by now. And when he stood in front of the mirror, he barely recognized the person looking back. Someone tired, unfocused, unsure of who he was becoming. But what hurt him most wasn't the life he was living. It was the life he knew he could live. The turning point, one evening, after another long day of feeling stuck, he decided to take a walk. He didn't plan it. He just needed to breathe. As he walked through the quiet streets, he noticed something strange. Every house had lights on. Every window framed a life. People cooking, laughing, working, trying, becoming. And suddenly, for reasons he couldn't explain, he stopped on the sidewalk, looked up at the sky, and asked himself a question he had avoided for years. When did I stop trying? It hit him hard. Not because he knew the answer, but because deep down, he knew he had been living far below his potential for far too long. That night, he made a decision, not a loud one, not a dramatic one, but a simple, powerful one. Tomorrow I start becoming the man I'm meant to be, the beginning of change. The next morning, he didn't transform instantly. He didn't wake up full of motivation or confidence. But he woke up with intention. He tied his shoes and went for a run. He struggled. He gasped for breath. His legs burned. But for the first time in years, he felt alive. That single run sparked a fire inside him. The following day, he read for 10 minutes. The day after that, he cleaned his room. The next week, he started journaling. Small changes, small wins, small promises kept, and little by little, the heaviness he carried began to fade. The quiet transformation. Most people didn't notice anything. On the outside, he was still the same. Same job, same clothes, same routine. But inside, a battle was being fought, and won. He trained even when he was tired. He worked on improving his skills. He learned to control his emotions instead of being controlled by them. He stopped comparing himself to others and started comparing himself to his yesterday. He became the man who showed up, the man who stayed consistent, the man who no longer broke at the smallest difficulty. And slowly, something incredible happened. He gained respect, first from himself, then from the world. The first big test months later, a setback hit him, a big one, the kind that would have crushed him before. But this time, he didn't fall apart. He stood tall. He breathed. He thought clearly. He handled it like the man he had worked so hard to become. It was in that moment he realized something powerful. Strength isn't built on good days. It's built on the days that break weaker versions of you. Becoming unstoppable from that day on, he didn't chase perfection. He chased growth. He pushed himself harder. He built routines. He became disciplined. He trained his mind the way he trained his body. He set goals that used to scare him, and then he reached them. The world hadn't changed. Life hadn't become easier. He had changed. He had become stronger. He had become unstoppable. The final realization. One morning he looked into the mirror again, but this time, he didn't see heaviness. He didn't see doubt. He didn't see the man who felt lost. He saw a man who had rebuilt himself, one small choice at a time. A man who had learned that discipline is a form of self-respect, consistency is a form of self-love, and becoming your best self is not a destination, it's a lifelong decision. He smiled, not because he had arrived, but because he knew he would never stop improving. And he whispered the same words that had started it all. Tomorrow, I become even better. Star moral of the story. You don't become stronger by wishing for an easier life. You become stronger by deciding that nothing, not fear, not doubt, not failure, will stop you from growing. Your transformation starts with one choice. A quiet choice. A simple choice. A powerful choice. I refuse to stay the same.